Well, I'm going to get checked.
Where's the Jeep? Where's the huh? I don't know.
Tom, do you have any idea?
What?
Jeep. What the Jeep is?
Where?
It's not on stage, it's out
Everybody
in the
get
field.
it.
Here? Okay.
Listen, please do us a favor.
Yes.
Bring back what you don't use.
No.
I need a piece big enough for the security
Did you
guard.
hear what I said?
Yes, I did.
I can take my piece off the roll.
Right.
Just big enough for them to make a cover. That's the entertainment security. At the gate there. If they leave that, it's wide open.
Take what you need.
So why
Bring
don't you
your
just
head
open it
back.
and we'll cover it. No, we're going to have to use that. Yes.
Yes. I don't know how much I need. I'm going to take a roll.
Take twice as much. Red. You know how big the concert is. Take twice as much as you need. Okay?
This opens up, yeah.
Where's that kid? One can't put his hand in the air.
How much do you need? I need very size. I gotta cover the something out of the oh, man, what's that?
No, wait a minute. Time doesn't mean to cut out the people. You should have waited for us to be asking. No, you gotta get a hot. More people. But it went slow, man. It seems unfair and it didn't cause a lot of accidents. It's rigged. Have to clean up the people, man. They can't take care of business.
Rain is nice sometimes.
Okay, Al?
Yeah. It's okay, baby. This should do your thing. Don't allow it. Okay.
Yeah, I know, but I thought you were going to question and answer. No, there's been no trouble. I will try to do it in 30 seconds, but I was not prepared to do it this way. Before you said you do a question and answer me, and now you say you're going to do a tight 30 seconds. Being not middle across, it's hard for me to suddenly do 30 seconds. Okay, no, I don't think I can do it. No. I'd rather do it that way. Okay, I'll call you back. When do you want me to? How soon? I can't give you something off the top of my head that will be 30 seconds like that without having to overly, tremendously edit it. If you told me that, I would have written something out that was a wrap-up. Now, when do you want me to call you again? Okay. Right.
There's a great course tomorrow morning, and the civil defense unit.
All right. What? How many?
Right. Turn him away on the thruway.
What we should do is hang the roof from the helicopter, put it over the highway, playing for everybody.
Which group? Which ticket group?
Just an airplane.
Short story.
Just an airplane? Please estimate it.
Hey, could you put a loudspeaker in an airplane?
Sure.
What about doing that? What about putting this airplane loudspeaker? If you want it, goes over the freeway and it plays records.
That would be dynamite, except I think you probably have to get some kind of
Permit.
Permit from
Breaking
the
up all the
FCC.
noise in the whole area.
Did you ever get rid of that car, Howard?
Henley's got an
Supposed to take a fiddle?
No. Oh, we can have no sound. He's got to take the
Is the audience moving in the rain?
You know the only way to get that dog to behave, you gotta talk to her like Peter Goodrich. If that fucking dog out here, I'll kick her in the throat.
I didn't find it true.
30 seconds. Wrap up
Did you find Bill?
WNEW told him it was free.
What?
Well, it was. Doesn't mean it has to be that way every day, however. No, the rain might move out of that place. Highways and byways are... What county are we in? I live in Ulster County. What county? Sullivan County.
Right. You live in Austin. Near Woodstock.
I live in Ulster.
Do you know someone, an artist named... No, that's impossible. Never mind.
Okay.
I'll tell you, do you know anyone who owns a Dutch castle up there?
No.
All right.
I don't even know there is a Dutch castle.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, one of them farted too.
Ruby, you cunt, I'll kick you in the throat.
Wrong tone of voice.
Ruby!
Authority.
Oh, I can do it.
Authority.
Ruby! Hold yourself!
Go
after my...
Do you want to serve people?
Yeah.
I should say that you said that you would just assume no more people come out. You will not admit any more. Today, tomorrow, and Sunday, that's it.
Thanksgiving, okay.
Ruby!
So how many miles down?
Ruby!
All the way to
20 miles.
all the way to
Oh, it's not 20 miles.
Yeah, sit down. Oh,
New York.
sit down. Oh, yeah.
Now, what about with that's where they can go on in the rain?
No. Come on, sit. Yes.
Who's going on now? They're on now?
Howard, what'd you ever do with that car?
I sold it to somebody.
You make money on it?
No, make money.
Here.
You're the only one who made money on that car.
You ever hear the story of that car?
All I know is
When we're sitting with Triggeroff, it told me that we rolled over. We shouldn't have bought it. No, we were sitting in the fat black pussy cat. Somebody came in and said, "Who wants to buy a 4-year-old?" He was only 4 years old, 3 years old. Who wants to buy a 3-year-old Ford station, 9-passenger station wagon for $25? And I said, "Me." So he gave me the registration. Then I went and looked at the car.
No hope. They can't
The engine was all seized up and the hood was off. But it took me about another $150, $200 to get it in shape. And then we drove it. We took everybody horseback riding, you know, like 13 people. Michael selling out. That's the performance guy out. Ruby. See? Come, Ruby. Can't catch Michael. Larry isn't in there. Michael. Ruby, come on. Food.
Now, Rube.
It was your idea to bring that dog back.
Oh, you just want to give it to me.
Put him in the place to
In the what?
in that one. Say, watch, just walk over and say, watch your dog to please. Well, you went really
What is Michael's title? Michael's name.
What's the line title?
Title?
Yeah.
Title?
Executive producer.
Principal.
No, but I got a pen and close.
Peter, your dog is making
Peter, huh? Peter, Crowley. No. Peter, what would Michael's title be? He's the producer of this show. Daddy's home. What is it, puppy? What is it, puppy? Huh? Yes. Did I get a rush about 15 years ago? What? Peter? Dale and I ran into Dale and Linda. God.
Who still said we were going? Tell us we all got through the main diet?
Hey, buddy. Who put this thing on you? My
David?
God, what a schmuck. Dylan came, but we wouldn't let him sing because he wasn't scheduled, so he pitched a couple of cents. He's here? He's on the Isle. He's on the way to the Isle of Wight. Smart. He's really gonna fool us. He's gonna come off by a helicopter. Fly here.
Let's see.
How's
Is there
that?
anything
Listen.
on?
I'll tell you, the people
Hey,
stopping
puppy.
up and down that.
Hey, puppy. You know, we were having a problem in disciplining her. Oh, don't discipline. No. And I was trying to imitate you. Like I would say, "Shut up, you cunt! I'll kick your throat." I'd never say anything like that to my Ruby. Why don't you take this all down? See how he does it. There's another country right there. I want you to take the day off tomorrow. Get a haircut.
Walk the dog.
Okay. Take a nice day off tomorrow, and then come out here Sunday. You think that's a good idea?
Yeah.
Sunday's the best show.
David, where's that?
The whole new crew.
He's, coming down.
Who's that singing?
There she comes.
Hi, Dad.
Hi.
Is there any extra parking or anything like that? Yes. Those. Well, I don't mean that color. I mean something that...
Why, you want to be out in the rain when you want?
No, well...
Who's that singing?
That's Joe Cocker record.
Huh?
Joe Cocker record.
Everyone else is singing.
No, they don't.
They're going on now. Pick them up, they're going on
Oh, man.
You really mean it, that Blair thing? Is that Jimmy, by the way? You know where he is? He's an orange. Still there, though. Where's the Jimmy for the voice? Oh, fucking what? Red lights on the very top of the hill. What is it?
See where it is.
1226.
Right.
That's the land, the heliport.
Little party.
Huh?
We're looking at...
Great, I borrowed his watch.
When did you know...
You gotta watch that wine by itself. Why you need that car? What kind of what? Just a barn.
Yeah. Water where? Is it cold?
Warm.
Water?
Gee, I wish I had a tent. Be nice to roll into a nice warm tent tonight.
What have you got instead?
Nothing. I got front and the back seat of a Lincoln. I guess that's my last resort. Unless, is there any of those performances? Are those all filled? Those tents behind the venue?
I don't know.
Right there's Michael. I'm not going to want to sell this, I'm sure. The Post. They had about 4 or 5 days ago. Last week.
Written by?
No, Al Ronowitz went up there and did it, and Dylan, he picked a bad day because Dylan just bought Rosenthal's house up there, and the plumbing wasn't working, and the pool had algae in it, and he couldn't get anybody up there to help him, and he was just complaining. Just really feel sorry for him.
Yeah. The only person I really got to see was
Hard to feel sorry for him, isn't it?
No, I feel sorry for him. I was so sorry for him in the Canary restaurant when he couldn't pay his bill and paid a $3.60 bill and he hasn't paid me back. I feel sorry for me.
Everything the whole day inside the world is pretty nice.
Is black is, top executive. Blue is green is internal security. 8 black. 8 black. And then, well, we have red is security.
So that's pretty high. They can go almost anywhere.
No, red are the policemen, where like the off-duty policemen who are working for us wear red jackets. Blue is internal security, which has to do with the performing area. Wear blue.
What's black?
Black is the highest, like executive. There's 8 black jackets. And then green are the Fillmore people. They handle regular security. There are regular workers, and they handle the stage and everything else. Fillmore crew are mostly wearing green.
What else? Any other?
And we also got matching t-shirts.
That's a good one.
So they're windbreaker, waterproof, everything.
Coming in from London from over the pole, flying in a big airliner, chicken flying everywhere around the plane. Could we ever feel much finer? Coming into Los Angeles, bringing in a couple of keys. Don't touch my bags if you please, Mr. Customs Man. Guy with the ticket to Mexico. No, it couldn't look much stranger. Walking in a hall with his things and all. Smiling said it was a Lone Ranger. Coming into Los Angeles. Bringing in a couple of keys. Don't touch touch my bags if you please, Mr. Customs Man. There's a hip woman walking on a moving floor, tripping on the escalator. There's a man in the line and she's blowing his mind, thinking that it's already made her. Coming into Los Angeles, bringing in a couple of keys. Don't touch my bags if you please, Mr. Customs Man. Coming in from London from over the pole, flying in a big airliner. Oh, chicken flying everywhere around the plane. Could we ever feel much finer? Coming into Los Angeles, bringing in a couple of keys. Don't touch my bags if you please, Mr. Customs Man. Yeah, it's far out, man. I don't know, like how many of you can dig how many people there are, man. Like I was rapping to the fuzz. Right, can you dig it? Man, there's supposed to be 1.5 million people here by tonight. Can you dig that? New York State Thruway is closed, man. Yeah, a lot of freaks. I guess it's as good as being wet, you know. Rolling, wheeling, like I'm feeling everything gonna carry on. You go your way, I go my way. We will come and so be gone. Wheel of fortune, turn for me now, turn to trouble in the west. Wheels of completion rolling, wait to put my mind at rest. Rolling, wheeling, like I'm feeling everything gonna carry on. You go your way, I go my way. We will come and so be gone. Hey Ezekiel, you can leave now. You got to go for to stay so long while your wheels just keep turning. Turn to rhythm right and wrong. Rolling, wheeling, like I'm feeling everything gonna carry on. You go your way, I'll go my way. We will come and so be gone. Wheel of fortune, turn for me now, turn to trouble in the west. Wheels of completion rolling, wait to put my mind at rest. I said wait to put my mind at rest. Wait to put my mind at rest. Come and put my mind at rest.
like to get like a lot of, like, you know, it's far out, man, all these people, you know. I don't know what it's going to be like to get everybody to sing this song with us.
We're gonna do a Bobby Dylan tune, man. All right.
And,
maybe you'll do it with us, you know. Maybe you won't. That's groovy. I'm walking down the line, walking down the line, walking down the line, feet will be flying to tell you about my troubled mind. You should sing that, but try it. I'm walking down the line, walking down the line, walking down the line, feet will be flying. Tell you about my troubled mind. You know, that's... Wait a second, guys. That's not where it's at, man. I mean, like, there's a lot of people here, man. And obviously, you're not walking down a line. I mean, you know. Hey, when he wrote it, man, he probably wasn't walking down a line. You know? But you should sing it because sometimes, like, you might be walking down. I mean, like if, you know, an earthquake hits California, man, and all the electricity goes and there's no more gasoline, you'll have to walk, you know, to wherever you're going. You might, you know, want to sing that song. You might not. You might want to stay at home. But you could sing it staying at home, too, man. We'll do it again. I'm walking down the line, walking down the line, that's it. Walking down the line, feet will be flying to tell you about my troubled mind. Got a heavy-headed gal, got a heavy-headed gal. I got a heavy-headed gal, ain't feeling too well. She gets better only time can tell. I'm walking down the line, walking down the line. About my troubled mind. Seen the morning light, I seen the morning light, and it ain't because I'm an early riser or didn't get to sleep last night. I'm walking down the line, walking down the line, walking down the line, feet of bed flying to tell you about my troubled mind. Got my walking shoes, got my walking shoes, I got my walking shoes, ain't a going to lose. I believe I got the walking blues, cause I'm walking down the line, walking down the line, walking down the line, feet will be flying and tell you about my troubled mind. My money comes and goes, my money comes and goes. My money comes and goes, rolls and flows, rolls and flows through the holes in the bottom of my clothes. And I'm walking down the line, walking down the line, walking down the line. Feet will be flying, say you got troubled mind. I'm walking down the line, walking down the line. I'm walking down the line, walking down the line, walking down the line, feet will be flying to tell you about my troubled mind.
You know, and there's trees growing, the birds flying, the bees buzzing, the animals, and the people and the slaves and the grass was growing. Everything was beautiful and the sky was shining and everything was far out, and the Pharaoh was sitting there, man, digging it all. And all of a sudden, for the first time in the history of Egypt, man, the Nile overflowed. I mean, the Nile just came up on the shore, man, wiped away all the trees and the birds and the bees buzzing and the grass is growing, the animals and the slaves. And just, I mean, it happened in like 5 minutes. I mean, the Pharaoh was gassed, man. It just came up the river, what, you know, down the river it went. And there was nothing there but mud and sky. And the Pharaoh said, wow, man, too much. And he went around saying, did you dig it? Did you dig it? Everybody dug it, man. They were groovy. And all of a sudden, man, the Pharaoh said, wow, man, there's nothing there but mud. I mean, there's nothing but mud. And there's sky, man, and sun. So the Pharaoh figured, man, he'd have to do something like to lay on the mud, you know, to kind of put it back in shape, man. So he went inside, he took his stash, he cleaned it out, took the seeds, came out in the mud, started throwing the seeds around the mud. And everything was beautiful. And it was years later that Moses came sailing down the river. Stopped by some weeds, man. And the princess picked him up and said, wow. Hey, man, there's a kid in the weeds. Far-out kid, man. She picked him up and he was groovy to touch. Can you dig it, man? She said, hey, you, like, come here, man. Touch that kid. And he just touched him, man. Just dig it. And everybody came around, started touching the kid because he was so groovy. I mean, man, they brought him in the temple and said, hey, man, this is some far-out kid. We're going to make a Moses out of that kid. And they brought him in there. Man, they started laying down all the trips on him. Astrology, numerology, everything they could think of. Man, they laid down on the kid. And he got to be very groovy. And it was years later that Moses was leaving with the people, went up to the Pharaoh, said, Pharaoh, I'm leaving with the people. Pharaoh said, what are you, weird, man? Are you far out? Moses said, yes. Pharaoh said, no. But Moses was groovy, man. He could outdrive the most incredible cat. So he looked the Pharaoh in the eye and said, hey, beautiful Pharaoh, I'm going to live with the people. And the Pharaoh said, all right, man, go. Because he vibed them out. So Moses left with the people, but the Pharaoh was a smart cat, man. He knew what he was going to get. He knew. I mean, he knew he was going to get out-vibed. So he copped all the food. I mean, he copped all the water and all the drink, man, everything. The Pharaoh, you know, Moses came back a half hour later and said, right, man. We're really going to walk across a fucking desert with nothing to eat, nothing to drink. What are you, far out? The Pharaoh said, hey. The Pharaoh said, hey, Moses. I mean, I'm sorry I copped the food. But here, take these brownies. But Moses wasn't hip. Moses was space. Right? I mean, he wasn't into brownies, man. Wasn't where he was at. So he took them because he didn't know. And he laid them on the people, and they started walking across the desert, man. It wasn't like the night. I mean, it was hot, man. The sun was shining, and the feet are burning, you know, and the sand is blowing in their face. And there's Moses with the kiddies walking down the desert. You know, like in the movies. Over the hills, man, the silhouette, they're burning, and they're hot, and they're tired. And they walked for days, man. And pretty soon Moses got hungry. I mean, but they kept going because the sun was shining and knew how to make it, man. So eventually Moses said, hey, I'm hungry. And the kiddies said, yeah, let's eat. You know, anything Moses said. They, you know, that's where it was at. So Moses started passing out the brownies. And there they were, man, like all these thousands of people with nothing to eat but brownies, walking across the desert, man, thrown down. I mean, their arms were dragging on the dirt. They were so hung down. Man, what a drag. Pretty soon they were smiling. I mean, there they were. You know, hot on the feet, burning, but smiling. And it got groovy. There they were. They picked up speed. I mean, they were bopping down the desert. Moses and the kiddies, man, just swinging down the desert, over the mountains and over the mountains. Sand was blowing, the sun was shining, but they didn't care, man. They were dancing. Moses was up there waving his arms, and everybody was singing, and they was going across the desert, and they got to the ocean. Moses said, fuck, man, what we going to, you know, an ocean. Everybody the ocean open up, right? No, man. Didn't go down. Moses and the kiddies were so spaced that they got in the ocean and swam across. They were so stoned that they got in there, man, they just swam across the ocean. And they got to the other side. Moses said, well, what are we going to lay on the kiddies? I mean, we can't, are we going to cop out, man, to the fact that we got stoned, swam across the ocean? We're going to write that in the Bible? The kiddies were so spaced, man, they didn't know how they got across the ocean anyway. They went up to Moses saying, Moses, how'd we get across? And Moses either had to cop out to the fact that he got stoned with them and they all swam, or something happened like the ocean opened up. So Moses looked at the kiddies and said, didn't you dig the ocean open up? And the kiddies all say, yeah, Moses, that was far out. That's how it went down. That's how I got it. Right? I got it in Brooklyn like that. Anyway, right, far out, Coney Island. Anyway, everybody knows about that, right? Nobody knows what happened to the Pharaoh's fuzz. The Pharaoh was a smart cat, man. He wasn't just going to leave him going across it. He was going to plant that stuff on him, man. And he called the fuzz out with the chariots and the tear gas and bust them on the desert. Pharaoh's no idiot. But he didn't plan on Moses eating the brownies that soon. Man, they outran the fastest chariots and the fastest horses and the fastest army. And the army got up and they pulled up screeching to the side of they got up to the ocean. There was Moses and the kiddies swimming across the ocean. Throwing brownies in the air. Catching them, though. They didn't let them go. Anyway, they pulled up and said, what are we going to do, man? All those cats are swimming across the ocean. We just came 3,000 miles to bust these kiddies. We can't go back empty-handed. At least we could, we're tired and hungry, man. At least give us some brownies. So they jumped in the water. But their badges were so heavy that they drowned. You can dig it. We're going to sing this song, man. I don't know what it has to do with that. Something maybe, Probably, maybe California has to do with it, Yeah, right. Can you imagine, California, man, when it starts trembling on it, Groovy's Leaf, California, and the police are there with nobody to bust? Can you dig it? Just beating on each other, but that could get tiring. And you could get a headache, man. But Reagan, he's not going to let everybody go. It's just going to be he's going to come up with some things, man, like, hey, man, the earthquake that you're feeling, that's just the oil leaking. We're going to stuff the hole with dead fish and everything will be all right. Or we just stapled the fault. The people that believe that, man, deserve to stay to find out where it's at. Right? Imagine a 2-mile high wave, man, coming over the Rocky Mountains. People surfing, right? Yeah. Can you dig it? There's nothing to stop it except when it gets on the Rocky Mountains, man. Except a few Indians. They're not going to stop it. They're going to leave. It could go all the way to Illinois. Can you dig it? A 2-mile wave going on. Edgar Casey said that. Can you dig it? There's nothing in Illinois. But you could bring, what you could do, man? Far out. Dig this. Get some beach sand. Truckloads of beach sand. And bring it out to Illinois. Put it on some cornfield. Put cabanas up, umbrellas, hot dog stands, people in bathing suits. Charge a quarter, man. Wait for the water. Just come in. Wouldn't it be far out? I don't know. That's probably got something to do with it. This song you should sing with us, man. We usually do this on the piano, but the piano's all wet. Not the piano, but the seat, Didn't want to get my ass wet. Where's that? Rich, and you don't want to get your ass wet. Anyway, we'll do this song. One of these days, about 12 o'clock, the whole wide world Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't weep. We could have got drowned tonight, man, but we didn't have badges. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you fall. Oh, Mary, don't you weep. Louder, man. There's a million and a half people, man, you gotta sing. For Reagan, at least. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you fall. Oh, Mary, you know the army gets drowned. Oh, Mary, don't weep. If I could, God surely would stand on the rock that Moses stood. You know the army gets drowned. Oh, Mary, don't weep. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you fall. Oh, Mary, weep, don't you fall. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, one more time, please. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you fall. Oh, Mary, weep, don't you fall. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep. I got ears. It's terrible to have ears to sing. Whole festival that, was like acquainted with the garbage scene. So they asked me to tell you, like, thank you. They've laid this on me, man, that you should take like all the garbage and throw it in the road. I mean, because they'd rather clean up the roads than take one of those sweepers through the field. Can you dig it? Or come down, And you could be sleeping in the field, man, and that would be a drag. But since nobody's sleeping in the road, you could take on, beer can stuff, man, all that rot.
Oh, wow.
Whatever don't burn, Throw it in the road, man.
Any of these people look familiar?
No, buddy. Might as well just get done. So just get people's way.
In the world. It's two for every people, man. We're gonna do it different. Yeah, I'm coming, Jake. Mother. It's Fred, guitar here.
Every hand in the land, shake along with me. It don't seem that I can dream like I used to dream. Maybe that somebody is shaking me. If I fell, I could tell. It may be that somebody is making me dream that you're forever gone away from me. Every toe that I know shake way with me. I can't seem to get to where I want to be. Maybe it's my own foot that keeps tripping me. Trip, trap, flip, flap, and it must come to wherever from it comes through to me. can't walk to where my own dreams talk to me. Every face in this place, take your eyes away. Blink if you think that there's another way. Maybe it's my own eyes that don't see the way. The time is blind, and it may come to pass that I will lose my mind. I can't live without the love I left behind. I can't live without the love I left behind. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fear relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise as when we first begun. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Thank you, man. Good night.
Mr. Arlo Guthrie.
ready to go to bed. My 2-hour sleep last night. Did you get your press passes from Bruce Jacobson? Nancy Lewis? So I came all the way from Detroit. I mailed in, I think, in advance. I had a problem. I mailed a special delivery airmail. So I paid 55 cents postage on it. I didn't get any reply. I got my credentials in the South End police station today. So they told me to come by at 10 o'clock in the morning. Oh, well, thank you. I'll try my own way. If you got it, do you have any hassle getting it? You've got your credentials?
It doesn't, it doesn't mean anything. The best way to listen to music is to get right out there in the car and listen to it. That's the only way to see it.
Really? Great. Is Cocker on stage yet? No, that was the record, wasn't it? It was the record. It had to be, because like Cocker's, you know, like they got the master sheet in the holiday, and Cocker's do Sunday. I swear it was because I heard it real loud outside, I was turned on. So like nobody's been out since Melanie?
Jester's on now, and let's see, I guess no one's on in between because of the rain.
Pardon me?
The rain stopped it for about half an hour.
Probably the equipment string band after.
And they've canceled Sly and the Family's Stone, and got them string band till tomorrow or Sunday.
But the incredible string band is here. And the vineyard. So we know that's true.
Judy Collins is in the hotel. She was in It's really pretty. You know, two choppers in the bar. It's like a little kid running around. Freaking out. Get Moon is an energetic. Nice everything. Where are you from? WABC.
Who are these cats?
No, it isn't. They only have 4 people. They have 2 guys.
They have 2 chicks and 2 guys.
Shopping bag and just throw it all in the shopping bag.
John, do both beds? I can always take, all the stuff on the one and put it on the other.
What time is it? Is it like 2 o'clock or something?
You're Howard Smith? Wow, Joe Lutball. You're the one on the WABC.
Do you have any idea what time it is, Howard?
Right, it's the scene. Is anybody listening to that? Big thing in Detroit is WABX. I know you're aware of this, but they were the thing that they were the second underground station to go underground in the country. The second underground rated station. I think there's number 1 rated is commercials, so they're like very low on commercials. Like every 17 minutes, or every 17 minutes, something like that.
Do you have the time by chance? Or an estimate? 1:30. Thank you. 1:30.
What do you think about Chris? Does that mean he's coming or not coming?
I was like living with my parents, and I had a
And let's figure out if Chris is coming or not, because then if it's not, then we can really have to deal with that on the neurology.
I was really freaking out.
He left about...
switch. Your body line. Okay. You think it'll come? I don't think it'll come in the way now. It's like, okay.
When he phoned,
I don't even
hey, listen, when he phoned originally, was he leaving about 6 o'clock?
No, his big problem was that he had a meeting in the morning and a meeting in the evening.
So when was the earliest he could do it?
Drop 2 people off. Big guy.
He said he didn't know. He's got to be playing Alice's restaurant. That's got to be Alice's restaurant. It's got to be Alice's restaurant.
If you'll bear with us for a minute. Very fine lady will be with us. Just a while. Now, I've had a chance to talk to a couple of people. There's so many of us come out, and so many people on their way, that we really are over the saturation point. What I said earlier is sort of doubly true. Tonight, I think some of you may be able to find some way into part of the woods. I think the woods and the campgrounds and pretty much everything are pretty full. So maybe if you want to, the smartest thing would be to stay right where you are. But just remember, the things that are set up to make this thing work, as much as and as well as we've been pretty lucky with the rain today, things like fences and roads and things like that, they're easy things to take care of. You probably noticed the fences aren't too high. We never meant them to be 12 feet high and have a guy stationed every 5 feet. That wasn't what this whole thing was about. So tonight, the big thing you can do to help us, the big thing that all of us can hang together with is, number one, stay off the roads, please. If you want to walk somewhere and there isn't really much of a place to walk anywhere, if you want to walk somewhere, please stay in the roadbed. The vehicle traffic is the only way we're going to be able to get food and water and the things that we need in. It's the only way we're going to be able to keep it going and keep it in one piece. And we can do that because you proved it today that we can keep just about anything in one piece. So if everybody hangs together with the funny little things like the fences down here, which aren't to keep you out, but to keep the way so that the technicians can get up and get everything set up and that we can move the performers. If you can respect the things when you're buying things in the concessions, which you have been doing. You know, if everybody just figures, this isn't the Woodstock Music and Art Fair. This is your fair, man. Each one of you is a piece of this thing. It's been that way for a long time. I don't know what started. I don't know how it got going. But this is not 4 producers or 30 acts or anything else. It's all you funny people. There is a little boy whose name is Nicky. A young man by the name of Nicky, whose mother is Sunshine. She is waiting for you. She's looking for you at the first aid tent. Nicky, go up the hill, up this way, to the first aid tent. Or just say to anybody you pass, are you a hog farmer? They'll get you there. Those people are doing it. Helen Schmidt, meet Richie and Julian. Mr. David Weatherby, please meet Steve Lance in front of the stage. There's one thing that I keep hearing pieces about, and there's one thing I can ask you, and I can ask you personally or any other way. There is a bit of acid sickness going around. There's somebody out there. There's something. You don't need that. Let's not pass anything to anybody else tonight. Let's just hang together. Anything that could be dangerous, let's just forget about it. Let's just make the festival, not the other stuff. With all of this, ain't nothing can make you high as this.